Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy book review day. Today's book is Logical Family, a memoir by Armistead Maupin. And if you follow me, you know I just actually reviewed kind of the last four books of Armistead Maupin's series, The Tale of the Cities. Um, and I don't know if there'll be more of those or not, but he put out the memoir this year, 2024, and it was it was good. I mean, as somebody who's a fan of his writing, I was really looking forward to learning more about his life. It's something I really didn't know much about. So there are lots of interesting nuggets in there. Like, he talks very openly about being closeted for a long time and serving in the military and really actually even supporting like Republican causes and things that generally would be surprising, knowing who he became later. And he talks all through that whole experience. I listened to it on audiobook, which you get the benefit of a he actually tells you the stories and reads his book to you, which I enjoy from a memoir perspective, especially. And also at the end, he has a conversation with Neil Gaiman, and apparently they've been friends for a long time, and they kind of talk about some things. One of the things that I enjoy about Logical Family is, as much as it is Armistead Maupin's life, it also is kind of a um, gay history as well. I mean, he knows so many people in San Francisco during the time that gay rights was really being first elevated and fought for. So and it knows the Harvey Milks, and um, he's involved in politics, not directly, but certainly connected to them. And if you've read Tales of the City, then he also addresses like the inspiration for each of these characters. This is where this one came from. This is where that one came from. He is a fictionalized Michael Tolliver, and he kind of talks about his approach to that and why he kind of distanced himself from that. And then he talks, probably my favorite part beyond, kind of getting to know who he was, but he talks about this letter that his character, Michael Tolliver, writes home to his mom, basically coming out to her and saying, you're standing for all this abhorrent stuff. And you're saying these horrible things about other people, but what you don't realize is I'm one of those other people as well. That is me. And he talks about writing that kind of as a letter to his own parents, and then how that letter really took off in the community. People crossing out Michael's name and putting their own there as a way of coming out to their parents. And as a writer, you don't know what's going to connect or whatever. And he said that's one of the things he's most proud of and um, unexpected. So he also talks about Ian McKellen and how he essentially encouraged him to come out and their friendship, and his friendship with Rock Hudson, and so there's a lot of dirt, I guess, in the story. He talks about his relationships, but it is also a really interesting perspective and history just of the gay rights movement and his writing, of course, and his involvement in it. And so, if you like writing, if you like his writing, and if you're interested at all in that history, I would definitely recommend Logical Family, Armistead Maupin, his memoir. What are you reading?